Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the Patreons, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it guys. So we are in the dev server again, and today we're going to test a little bit of the GRIPEN compared to some of the aircraft in the game and being added to the game in a dogfight. We are using 20 minutes over here and 2 missiles, and basically the idea is just to have fun, okay? It's just 2 friends having fun. It's no like scientific way of dealing on the aircraft and you know how the aircraft will actually perform, because it is work in progress as well and sometimes we do mistakes, so just have that in mind, okay? First things first, we are actually fighting the Su-27, as you see over here, which by the way is one of the best aircraft out there to dogfight right now. It completely destroys the F-15 in certain speed ranges, and even the F-16 if you know what you're doing. So it is one of the best aircraft in a dogfight right now in the dev server. But as you see, the GRIPEN can actually beat the Su-27, so I'm actually kind of scared of how good the GRIPEN will actually be, guys. It is an amazing aircraft, it really is. It's so light, it's not even a joke. You know, it makes turns like no other aircraft. There are some weird things about the flight model. For example, you can pull a lot of AOA, especially if you turn it off or change the game mode or the control modes to full real controls, right? And you can do some cobras and stuff. But I don't know, the aircraft kind of stalls it out a little bit, and then you kind of have like this, for example. I pull it a lot of AOA and then stall it out, and I kind of don't have a way to control the aircraft. So you have to just be careful on how you use those abilities in these aircraft. The Su-27 as well. Later today I plan to do a video about it as well. So as you see, yeah, it does that. So you pull a lot of AOA, but then the canards just goes down, and it basically makes you control the aircraft again. So it's kinda weird, but it makes kind of sense. Maybe it's the fly-by-wire, I don't know what is happening, but it's just making the aircraft put the nose down before it stalls it out. Probably it is the fly-by-wire, to be honest, controlling the aircraft a little bit. But yeah, as you see, we are very similar to each other in turn and everything. It comes down to the pilot at the end of the day against the Su-27. Most of the time you can beat the Su-27, but you know, it depends on the pilot. On the Su-27 you can beat the GRIPEN. It's just that it needs to be in a certain position to be able to do it. And it's a very light aircraft. That's the main thing about it. It's so light that I mean, you can like do whatever you want. See, the canards just going downwards, and it basically killed me. If it maintained a little bit more of the AOA and I pushed through with it, I would be able to be safe, but the canards just push the aircraft down, even though I'm commanding them to push the aircraft up, and then you don't have anything that you need to do. So it feels like the aircraft doesn't let you stall itself, you know, too much. I try to use the full controls here, and it happens again, right? So it is kind of weird. Maybe it needs tweaking, or maybe it's intended, I don't know. But it is a little bit weird. As you see, I kind of forgot to change or to just, you know, jettison the missiles there, and the R-73 ended up getting me. So I think that's the main thing about the Russian aircraft, right? They can always, if they cannot actually get you, they will end up just doing an R-73 shot and then killing you. So it's where I think the R-73 is such a good missile, right? It makes up for the lack of turning capability depending on what you are fighting. It's a different concept. Like, look at that. He tried to do like kind of a Cobra. I tried to do one as well, but he was kind of damaged and crashed. One of the last ones that we did, and as you see, the instantaneous turn of the Su-27 is just amazing. It's probably due to the amount of speed that I had compared to him, so you have to be careful with that. You need to put the aircraft on the exact position of airspeed that you can actually do the best turn, and that can change from aircraft to aircraft. So we were testing a lot of aircraft, so each time we did I had to figure out what was the best turning capability of the aircraft, right? So the speed of it. So that's a major thing, and of course it is a kind of unrealistic shot anyway, right? Because it is kind of, you know, nobody's going to do 1v1s like this in a normal battle normally. There's always an advantage of the situation in a certain space here and there, right? Or a certain like kind of way that you are dealing with stuff. So there's always that you need to worry about. Okay, again, this was one of the long ones, if I'm not mistaken, and you will see that it depends very much on how we are actually trying to do the turn. It feels like in the correct speed the Su-27 can actually pull more AOA initially, but it loses a lot of energy, and it's kind of surprising actually, guys, because the Su-27 has probably the highest power, you know, of any aircraft in the game. It probably has. It has like 124 kilonewtons static. It's every engine, you know, both the engine, like every single engine. So it has more than 240 kilonewtons of power static, man. So it is a very powerful aircraft, but it's such a large aircraft. It has such big wings to carry all those missiles and payloads, and it's such a wide design on the wings that it loses a lot of energy. It loses a lot more energy than I think the GRIPEN loses. So as you see over here, being lightweight sometimes pays off, even if you have a low powered aircraft compared to your opponent, right? So as you see, we have a lot less power, but we are so light that we are trying, and the delta wing especially, so that's what was kind of amusing to see, because the Su-27 was you know, I mean, was fighting a delta wing design, and the delta wings designs, they are always a little bit better for the or a little bit worse in that regard, and the Su-27 was in the long run worse as well. So it's kind of weird, and you will see in the Su-27 and F-15 videos that I will do that the Su-27 is a big step up from the F-15, so you can imagine what a GRIPEN can do in F-15. And by the way, a small disclaimer, sorry about the desync of the audio. I tried to fix it, but it wasn't really the best that I could, but next time it will be a little bit better, okay? Now we are testing out against the SMT. It is an aircraft that is not the best MiG-29 in a dogfight, but it still can do a lot of cool turns. As you see, it can still be very effective. Tried to do a very good turn there, but like a very sharp turn, but as you saw, it was kind of a problem. Funny thing is that it feels like the audio is desyncing more and more the more the video goes up, which is kind of funny. So yeah, the SMT in the right hands, it can beat the GRIPEN, but it's always in a kind of a disadvantage, right? Not a big one, but it is a little bit. So if you are using the SMT, be careful with the new aircraft. They're very, very good. Again, SMT. As you see, the instantaneous turn of the GRIPEN wins. I almost got him with a missile. And then he just, I mean, I'm on his 6. So, I don't know. I feel like the SMT, and to be honest, the MiG-29s, they're lacking a little bit of AOA. It feels, I mean, the aircraft are supposed to be on par with the Su-27 in turning capability, but they're not. So, yeah. And then we have the Monster. The aircraft, the only aircraft that I think can actually beat regularly the GRIPEN, but also the GRIPEN, if you know what you're doing, you can still beat it as well, which is the F-16A, the Block 10. The Block 10 is still going to be the dog of short-range dogfights like this, guys. If you're not careful, it can beat you in any aircraft. I tested with the GRIPEN, with the F-15, with the Su-27, with the MiG, with the Mirage 4000. Everything can be beaten by the Block 10. And it comes to the reason that it has no limiter, you know, anymore. So yeah, it is probably the best aircraft, and it's going to be probably forever the best turning aircraft in the sense of these type of fights, right? Just because of that, it's really, really hard to win it against it, even in a GRIPEN, you know. But yeah, maybe it's work in progress and stuff. And it's funny how is the audio getting more and more desynced the more the video goes through with it. The recording software is just completely messing with me, I think. And the last one that we did, F-15A, F-16A as well. We tested with other aircraft, but as I said, in other videos I will be testing them. But you will see that the Gripen is an aircraft that can beat basically everything if you know what you're doing, even the F-16A. But I gotta be honest, the only ones that actually put the aircraft into a real serious test was the F-16A, the Su-27 a little bit depending on the situation, and that's it. Everything else kind of gets stomped in the turning capability of the Gripen, which is expected, I think, right? It's an aircraft that was supposed to be like this. Oh my god, the audio is so desynced. Sorry about these guys. Hopefully the next one will be better. But yeah, the F-16 is already kind of dead, as you see. So, yeah. I mean, I'm on E6 and yeah, there's nothing he can do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what do you think about the Gripen. And I plan to do another Gripen video talking about today because the C variant was confirmed for the UK and for the Swedish as well in the future. So we're going to talk about that in another video, okay? I'll see you guys on the next one, and bye. Subscribe.